Let's look at them at the aftermath of yesterday's rehomings for the sake of the largemouth bass. His tank already had to get a little smaller because Mr. Black had to be taken out of the neighboring tank and separated from everybody else. I could have put him here, but I was afraid it'd be a bloodbath first between the walking catfish and him, and also he would probably eat begin eating the African cichlids, the smaller ones. So I didn't want to put him here. I didn't want to put him here because in the jerk B tank, the jerk A tank, I didn't want to use either. I didn't want to risk Mr. Black's. Is a rare fish these days and expensive, so I decided to play it safer and just give him his own section. I never seen him come out of his hiding over there in the opposite tank. He always stayed in his cave. Maybe he came out at night, I don't know. But he can stay here now. Got him a little makeshift cave, so he can enjoy himself in there. He grew well. He's probably about tip to tip, maybe close to a foot now. Came at about 8 inches. Let's say I added 4 inches in a few months. Alright, let's look at the tank where Mr. Black used to be. So now it has 5 Tigrinus catfish, 3 tarpon, 1 eel, 1 high fin, the bigger Otto catfish, and the 2 sturgeon. One of them is doing very well. The other one, as of several days ago, is not doing so hot. I don't know what happened. It was eating. Both of them were eating very well and behaving well. I'm afraid we're going to be losing that one, which sucks. While the other one, the bobber, Mr. Bob, is doing well still. Anyhow, so that's this tank now. The reason why I took out the Mr. Black is there was too much damage on the tigs. Could have been self-inflicted. They fought between themselves, trying to figure out who's going to be where, but Mr. Black could have been also responsible and actually might have been responsible for most of the damage. So now with him out of the picture, this tank should be much safer for everybody. Alright, Louis is starting to move around. He was sulking a lot, now he's healing up, so he's doing better. Yeah, the 2 eels, they're doing okay. I didn't see any problems in this tank. I fed everybody yesterday and they ate. They broke apart what I constructed for them here, so there is no sense in keeping redoing it if they're gonna keep wrecking it. Probably need to take out this yo-yo loach. I've been wanting to catch him for a while, but he's been in this tank for, I don't know, what, 5 years. Doing well. Alright. Who else have gone where? Yeah, the damage on the tail of this tig is probably one of the worst among them all. Right now, not too bad overall, but it's not good either. The Pterodorus just lays in one spot, as he always does, so there's nothing really to say much there. Chinese Whales has decided to have a swim. probably 1800 gallon remains. So Roosevelt's pike is doing okay. He survived the first day. Nobody seemed to want to eat him, so that was good. The kelberry was doing good well. The tinfoil is having some little bit of damage on him. I think it was a mistake to put the tinfoil in here. Yeah, I have to take him out. His side is all looking pretty bad. So the big mistake was putting tinfoil in here, and the Bala shark. Bala shark was killed. The tinfoil is getting killed, so I have to take him out. I haven't caught who was doing it. I think it was the peacock bass, the timensis. But I'm not sure. There's others that could have done it. I noticed that the Asian redtail doesn't care for the vulture catfish, so he chases them every time they go there towards him. So that's his doing. What else is where? The smallest, here's the smallest Piraiba right here, doing okay. From yesterday rehoming. Here's the smaller kelberry doing okay. There's Ossia over there. Turning around to rescue arowana. There he is. She is. Here comes the pike on the top. It likes hiding in this driftwood as well, which tells me it's been chased by somebody. I haven't seen it charging it or showing aggression to anybody, as it was in its old tank, doing it all the time, being so dominant. Even I felt it standing outside the tank. I think that's it. So I need to take out the tin foil and do the eulogy for the Bala shark. I saw some damage on it yesterday night, but I thought maybe it was during the rehoming, or just a little. It wasn't that much. So I left it overnight, which was a mistake too. Should have taken it out. And the tinfoil looked a lot better this morning too. Now it's got quite a few more scales missing, and it looks nervous. So I need to take him out. Should have left Bala in the 240 gallon tank, Cichlid 2.0. It wasn't the most comfortable there, but it was adequate. Doing okay. Eating, at least, and being alive. Here's our Bala. This is the biggest Bala shark we ever had. We'll say 10 to 25. We'll call it 15 inch. It's one of the old rescues. I think it's a she. She's about I want to say 15, 17 years old. The last year or so of its life was pretty hard. The upper lobe was taken out, grew back, undersized. That was like a year ago. Yeah, it had a lot of scales missing from, it was obviously bitten. I don't know, maybe it was, again, maybe No, I doubt it was just the rehoming. Too many rehomings because of the damage I saw yesterday already on it. But it's possible. They have a funny mouth, that's why they're called. See how it extends out. Bala chelios, that describes the extending mouth. Lips, I should say. Or balantochelio, something like the balantochellius. So that's Bala is short for that. I mean, some of it was its own fault. It's an aggressive fish. It was bothering the tarpon in the 240 gallon. Otherwise it would have stayed there with the tarpon, but no. And of course it couldn't handle the harassment from others, or the attempts on its life. Alright, so there you have it. An update on the aftermath of yesterday's rehomings. The tinfoil is back where it came from. It looks beat up and beaten up. Not horribly, but yeah, one more day it'd be gone. Harassed to death, or tried. Somebody was trying to eat it. Nobody could eat it there, of course. They're being stupid. But they're predators. I fed him heavy yesterday too. I mean, there's nobody hungry in there, so this is. I will try because I think I can, not because I'm hungry. So he's back in the tank it came from yesterday. The Bala and the tinfoil are far larger than the smallest or the medium Dorado in here. But they've been here for a couple of weeks, and I was very worried that the smaller Dorado, the males, might get preyed on, but I haven't seen any evidence of that. And some of them are these guys. By weight, maybe one quarter of the Bala and 1/3 of the tinfoil. But they're not touched. Just in case, I went from feeding this tank once in 4 or 5 days to once in 2 days. I don't want anybody to get eaten out of hunger, or I don't want anybody attempt to eat anybody out of hunger. Plus the oral barbels are sporting some damage on the tails too. I don't know who's done that. That's probably a first. But they were bitten by somebody. I'm thinking maybe Asian redtail at night. That's he's doing right there. As I said, I've seen him chase the vultures and with a pointed intention. Thank goodness the vultures just run away and it doesn't lead to much damage. Anyhow, my point is that it's not just the size, but very much the temperament and the behavior of the fish that matter, whether predators are going to attack it or not. It's probably the smallest Dorado in our bunch. This guy.